Sorry. This song is all about struggle. My struggle. It's the prince. Struggle. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Single Father, the full story. You know, I've been on like TVJ, getting superhero dad and getting right up in the gleaner, but persons still don't know the real story. So today I'm telling you the full story, and a lot of persons are asking questions on social media, and I decided I'm gonna answer a few of them. I'm gonna try answer as much as possible and as truthful as possible. The first question is from Short Boss from Instagram. What were you doing before your son was born? And I mean, I was like a yes man, anything goes. And with a girls month, you know, whole heap of girls. I just left like security firm and was doing some work at Sentence, where I was doing some painting and money was coming in, so I was going to and from. I have 2 girls in a Chilani, 2 girls at Sentence and 3 at Clarendon, so I was going to and from, and basically I feel like say I waste the whole of the money them way me not spend, because traveling up they not easy. But the main factor is I was a yes man until I find out say my baby mother pregnant, because I cut off every link and just stick to she alone, you know. That was the main thing. Let's go to our next question. Marie from Twitter said, how do you cope with raising your son? It's kind of hard because, you know, I was prepared to be a dad, but I wasn't prepared to be a single father, and then that was the worst of all, because at one point I have to carry my son to work with me, and the boss said them not really like that, and I couldn't really perform on my duty with having a child with me, so they fired me and I have to go and begging and so forth to support him. But in that regards, I feel it was easier to go and beg than hear my son say I'm hungry, you know. So what I did was, like, I started filming him with a phone one day, and I found out it just looked like a little movie. So I started doing some little clips until it became big clips, and I ended up having a movie out of it, and that's how I started selling the movie to send my son to school and put little food on the table. Melissa from Facebook said, do you think single fathers are getting enough recognition? To be honest, not much. You know, TVJ bringing me to superhero dad for Clarendon, that kind of put me on the map. You understand? And noticing that the TVJ recognizing superhero dads, persons that are doing outstanding, honestly, to even stick by your son, you're a super dad in my book, you know, because some girls, from they find out that they are pregnant, the guys are gone, and I don't really like that. Most I think the crime going on in the country right now is because of persons shunning their responsibility. My father raised 7 of us, or helped mommy raise 7 of us, and he was there. And I think that's the reason why. Maybe if my father didn't care about me, maybe I wouldn't really care about my son. So I guess it's like tradition. So because my father cared about me, I cared about my son. And I guess that's how I'm coping. Eric from Facebook said, why do you think most fathers shun their responsibilities? As I said a while ago, it's because they were brought up in that way. Maybe it's financial problem. It's a whole lot of stuff. But for me, I do the best I can for my son because I want a bright future for him. That's the first thing. And most people need responsibilities, I think, to make them, you know, be a better person. Like for me, before my son born, I have this mentality where I just do anything when I feel like, no. Everything when me do now, me put my son and think about it first. The mere fact of getting a full-time job, I know so I'm not gonna have enough time for him, so I have to put in play. So I get a babysitter who can take care of him and stuff. So you think differently, being able to have a nice responsibility. The next question is Stacy from Instagram say, are you going to get another child? No, Stacy, raising a child is that I walk in the park. And after something like this going on, I not tell no lie. I don't feel like someone I get double child. You know, maybe after my music and my movie them bus, and you know, I start make life and me have things look easy, because for me don't want to raise up a son for him come suffer like me. Stacy, I want to have a life set for my son. You know, when I was like 12 I started working and stuff, and when I was 14 full-time work, because when I was 12 it was like part-time work and school. When I reached 14 I had to leave school full-time because they kick us out of school and I don't go back. So most of the things that I get is like self-taught and street smarts, to be honest. Carl from Twitter said, do you think you will ever go in another relationship? Carl, relationship takes time, commitment, and more time, money. I have some woman no want a man with no money in a budget. Some woman no like take care of other person's child, and that is my I think I tried few relationships before, and the person or the girl not showing interest in my son, and that's where it's gonna stop, because my son comes first before anything else. You're gonna have to give a woman dedication and time, and I'm kind of afraid of going in a relationship for a part two of what happened make I am a single father. So Carl, not at the time soon. Stephanie from Instagram said, why did your baby mom left? Stephanie, honestly, I ask myself that question every single time. You know, I was wondering if maybe since my son was born, did I take all of the interest and time or the affection, leave her and go straight to my son? To be honest, from I found out my baby mother was pregnant, I'll drop off every link and I was just sticking to her alone. You know, even when I was working, I left work and I go to the clinic, get number one, come back home and get her ready. I never miss a clinic date. 95% of the time I was the only father there. Example, last week a girl saw me and she was like, hey, how was your son? And I look on her like me know her, and she said, you remember my dad? I said, no. She said, you remember when they was taking your baby mom to clinic? I was one of the baby mothers, and I was just feeling nice, you know, they were admiring me, but I was just doing my part, you know. When the father's not doing their part, I'm doing my part, and they acknowledge me for that, and I love that. Next question. Kevin from Twitter said, did she try to come back? At one point, Kevin, but I didn't think she was coming back for my son. I think it was for me. When my son reached 1 year old, she called me and said she wanted to come and see him, and I said, sure, come to Mapen and I'll let my brother carry him to see you. But then she said, no, I want to come there and stay. But I'm like, you were gone for like 7 or 8 months and I don't know where you're gone, why you're gone, what you were doing, who you were doing with. So I said, no. She said she weren't coming then. So I said, your baby need to see you. Just come and see your baby and go back. It's not like you was here. I didn't push you away. And she didn't come back. So, Kevin, I don't know. Stacy said, from Twitter said, why did you, would you send your son to live with her? No. You see how long I see her? I saw that 7-year-old though, and she got for them about 4 months. I would never send him go live with her, but you see if she call, say she want to talk to him, or she want to come see him, I don't have a problem with that. Better she mess up herself with him than me. I don't want when him grow up and say, my mother come look for me and make him see him. So I don't want to be any fault of it. If she wants to see him, no problem. Oh, Chris from Facebook. Him say, would you take her back? No, Chris, I can't take her back. You know, when you feel hurt like them there, you know, make no sense. That is one thing we kind of keep me off this track of a relationship, because even if the person is perfect, you can always find fault in them and say them are going to do this and them are going to do that. So it's kind of very, very hurtful for me to even think about that. No, I would take her back. Pampy from WhatsApp. Pampy say, do you feel you're doing the best by your son? Pampy, more set a legacy for him. More anything he wants in a world, him can get it. More my son no need nothing in a life. If you want one plane, me can give him. Someone want to set the thing, you understand? Pampy, remember me tell you, the youth are my future. I'm try my best in every way. I rather walk barefoot and make him in a shoes. I rather go sleep hungry and make sure say him belly full. You understand? So I'm doing the best by my son. Alright, so Spanky from Facebook say, what is the next for you in the future? More and be a movie star. But you don't know, say every long journey takes step by step, you know, baby steps you have to take for reach a journey. So right now I do some music, do some movies, and try my best to make one of them hit so I can take care of myself, my family, and my neighborhood. So that's about it. Alright, so Ocean from Facebook said, what have you achieved over the years? Well, since having my son, I have to start doing like a volunteerism, because the volunteerism kind of give me more time to spend with my son, which is the most important thing. If I'm doing a full-time work, I won't have any time for my son. But like when I'm taking my son to the school, I can just tell them I'm leaving, go pick him up and then come back. Or I can just tell them I'm carrying my son with me and they don't have a problem with that because I'm volunteer, it's not really working. So I've achieved Governor General Achievement Award for Clarendon. I'm an I Believe ambassador. I'm chairman for the planning committee in Butner Benevolent Society. I volunteer for over a lot of agencies, a few, the PDC, the Chamber of Commerce, the Clarendon Chamber of Commerce, the Municipal Cooperation, JCDC and SDC. So it's a few award I've gotten for a certain things, but I love the volunteerism because it keeps me time for everything else. Tiffany from Instagram, what is your greatest achievement? My greatest achievement are the material things. The greatest achievement is my son, because he keep me out of trouble and I have to respect the ground that my baby mom walk on. Even though she do a lot of stuff, I still have to respect that she give me a child, and him keep me out of trouble, him keep me focused, him keep me on the straight road and I can't really turn off, because everything when we do now, him packing my son. You understand? And I have to put him first. So Kira said, how can we contact you? Kira that sees it. I'm on YouTube, just type in Junior Edwards and you'll find me. Instagram, it's the real Prince Junior, because I found out there's another guy out there named Prince Junior and film thing look legit. So I'm changing my name. I'm not gonna change it and tell you what it is until it's changed, because then somebody might take it and legalize it. But I'm on Twitter, it's Junior Edwards also. Facebook, it's Junior Edwards. So just go and look on those sites and you'll find me there. This was Single Father, the full story, and have a great day. I'm going to tell you, yes, you guys them out there when I take care of our pitney, you don't need to take care of our pitney. There's one scenario where this guy, him, take care of him pitney them none at all, and him pitney them make it and bust, and say him getting in trouble and him dead, and not even one of them that can look for him. You have to take care of your youth. I tell mothers them too, because if it wasn't for my situation, I would know say mother go walk out upon them pitney too. So big up on yourself, bless up on yourself. Have a great day.
The struggle is real, real, real. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. Nobody knows the pain that I feel.